Cool, so this is a handy little trick that I have with disposable blanks, making transfers really nice and smooth. With some really like flat angled piercings, like say nostrils, when you want to aim things to sit with a ring later on, when you want that really nice low exit. I find transferring a taper afterwards when you're using a labret for something like a nose on that flat angle can get tricky because you're usually moving things this way so you don't stick them in the nose. What I've found works really well is beforehand I was just using a 17 gauge blank and a 26 or a combo of these, but just the 26 gauge blank poking out of the 17 gauge, I found I didn't have that really nice kind of like steady connection between them both when transferring at that angle. So it just made things a little bit scratchier, and I feel like the client probably doesn't enjoy it as much. So what I've been doing is sliding this guy in here just with a really slight bend so it still moves through. You can kind of see just enough so it chokes up a little bit. And then with our 26 gauge blank it's the same thing. Sliding this one through, I usually just use the jewellery slit in here to push it down as much as we can. So you can see we've got this here where it goes from 17 to 19 to the jewellery. This kind of works like a little telescope. You can see how it slides in like this and it slides back out. So what I do, instead of pushing that down flat and only having the 26 gauge inside a 16 gauge needle, it kind of wiggles around a little bit more. When we slide it in this way, it sits really nice and flush, and that's not going to wiggle around nearly as much. With some piercings like helixes and conches, you can pretty much line your piercing up and go boom, and then you've already done your transfer and your piercing in one motion, chuck the neometal in the back. So pretty much as soon as you pop this one through, you take it out, get this guy here, and you can literally just push it in like that, pop through, transfer, jewellery on kind of deal. So hopefully that makes sense and probably explains it quicker than if I was trying to write everything out. Cool.